Welcome to Cobras and Fire. My name is Bakko, and I am not just good-looking. I am joined by the equally good-looking and a little gimpy Loose Cannon. Loose, tell us how you're doing.
I have broken my ankle.
Can you give us your thoughts on hardwood floors and sweat socks?
Well, you know, I broke my ankle in an anthrax mosh pit, and what I mean by anthrax mosh pit is I was wearing an unfortunate pair of extremely slippery socks, and I fell all the way down the stairs like a 43-year-old should, and that is a 43-year-old mosh pit, and
Yes.
and ended up. I will say this: I've never said this in my entire life. Maybe you have, but I said right after I fell down, I said, "Fuck these socks." Have you ever said that?
I did, but I said it differently. You know, more like, fuck these socks.
Oh, fuck these socks, like a jerk sock.
I'm about to fuck these socks.
My buddy, when I told him that, he goes, because he'd been listening to our episodes lately, and he's like, it's too bad you weren't wearing a pair of jerk socks, because those would have definitely not been slippery. You'd just been...
Well, it depends on how fresh they were.
That's true. Well, whatever. Crusty or whatever is still going to add more friction. Fuck these. By the way, don't go to Target and ever buy any socks by Champion. That's what they were. These fucking Champion gym socks that apparently were made in the grease factory and laced together by some evil motherfucker that just wanted to see me fall downstairs and then be almost immobile for the last 3 weeks. I got 4 more weeks. I'm in a boot right now. I took those socks in the backyard. I burned them in a motherfucking seance back there. We all danced around and we all said, fuck these socks. I have to actually have an entire new, just a cult now called FTS. Okay?
Hey, how can I join, man? I mean,
FTS of Denver. It's the Denver chap.
I love cults.
It's the FTS of Denver. We're going to expand.
I don't hate socks, but I love cults. How do I join?
Anyway, before we end this episode, I want to give you props, give thanks to Joey of Rockstar X10, correct?
Yes, thank you very much, Joey. Obviously, a friend of the show, as we are of his. I think we're bigger fans of his show, but he's a great guy, man.
He says he only listens to like 5 podcasts, and we're one of them. So we have made the list.
I'm honored.
Yes, as am I. But he played a great mix of music. One of them, like deep tracks from like Anthrax off like a Game of Thrones soundtrack. I'd never heard that song before, but it's probably would have been on the top of what the For All Kings if it was on that album. Have you heard this before? The one that was on?
No, not before the podcast.
Yeah, and then he also played a Pantera song that had Rob Halford from the Buffy the Vampire soundtrack. Did you ever hear that one before?
That was new to me too.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on? And it reminded me though. What
does this guy do for a living, by the way? Just sit around listening to music?
I believe so. He gets paid to do it. He's a deep track motherfucker. But
indeed.
Just real quick, what's Phil Anselmo's favorite color?
I'm guessing white.
I'm not sure why you would say that, but it's fuchsia.
Don't.
Well, anyway, moving on. What do you got?
Hey, did you look up the definition of Eskimo brother yet?
I'm sorry, I have not. I'm still just imagining.
I demand you do it right now.
All right.
Pull out you got your phone handy.
I know. I got my Google machine. I got my desktop.
All right, there you go.
Let me tell you, Eskimo kisses.
Eskimo brother.
Eskimo brother kisses.
Not kisses. Eskimo brother.
Brothers. Okay. What? Okay, tell me if this is the right definition. This is like this is like the episode where we started looking up definitions for taint and chode or something like that.
Yeah, I was kind of irritated when I threw it out there about Sinzak and Camaro being Eskimo brothers, and you just kind of dismissed it. And I'm like, I think you should look it up.
Here we go. When 2 males, Eskimo brother. Top definition: when 2 males acknowledge they have been intimate with the same female and remain on good terms, the men are now bonded by having shared the same igloo at one time or another. But they also have on the side. They also have the things that are related. You know. Yes, can I just read a few? We'll go into the show.
Why not?
Eskimo brownie, Eskimo chili dog, Eskimo chest warmer, Eskimo delight, Eskimo, you like this one, Eskimo burrito. Oh, and I'll just finish this with this. I just scroll down the bottom, Eskimo fuck me boots.
Ooh, I need a pair of those.
That's what I'm saying. Well,
because my Uggs are wearing out.
If I click, hold on here. You can actually click on these, and they'll tell you more things. Hold on for a second. There's an Eskimo.
Oh my God, Loose Cannon has gone down the rabbit hole, people.
Eskimo dipstick. Upon sticking your fingers into a bucket of ice, you promptly stick your fingers into a woman's anal passageway and second knuckle her.
Well, who hasn't done that?
Used in conversation, Kendra asked me for a cup of ice water. I carried the beverage to her with fingers inside the cup. Parentheses, Eskimo dipstick preparation. Upon again handing over said beverage, I ninja'd my way behind her and unleashed the cold fingers of Eskimos of fury into her starfish. And I'm done.
Well, we are the masters of the slam on your brakes, take a hard turn segue. So,
let's make a right here.
Hey, did you see Anthrax recently?
I did. But we can go into that a little later. I've seen a couple concerts, but I really think that we should break into what I thought was a very suspect lineup, but I think it was saved by the future of rock and roll, like a handful of bands that you saw at Northern Invasion. Plus some
very good then. Let's do it.
Yeah,
what do you want to talk about?
Northern Invasion. Describe what it is this is your third round and kind of break it down. The smells.
Yeah, it's actually our third year doing an episode talking about it, isn't it? Well, it smelled like Wisconsin, which
failure.
You know, it's just not always good, Luce. I was back in Aaron Camaro's home state. Somerset, Wisconsin is where it's held every year.
Oh!
Yeah.
Was Hair of the Dog playing?
No Hair of the Dog, no Local H, no Tough. God, it's like, come on.
They can't have a fest without those three in Wisconsin. And the
shit.
Cheeseheads with attitudes.
Oh, Wisconsin's a special place. But no, yeah, it's as you know, it's one of my favorite places to see a festival type concert just because it's open. They don't have pretty people seating. Everybody has equal access to everything for the most part. They do have their VIP areas, but the VIP area isn't right in front of the stage. You know, it's more. It's like they almost know that the VIPs, that the age group that want to buy these, they don't want to fight and crowd surf. They want to sit on a hill in an Adirondack chair and drink a $8 Miller Lite. You know what I mean?
Which is reasonable, I guess.
Yeah, but the place is huge. It's, I don't know, I touched on it in my review. But
Somerset, is that right? Amphitheater?
Yeah, Somerset's the little village that it's in, but the Somerset Amphitheater, they have camping on site. I like I mentioned in my review, I literally went to an Ozfest and a Warp Tour that was combined. It is so big. You know, I mean,
they were playing at the same time?
Yeah. So you had 5 stages for Warped and then 2 stages for Ozfest.
And you can never overlap like here.
Oh, well, I mean, there was always something playing. But that's the way Warp Tour is. There's always at least 3 or 4 stages going all the time.
That's crazy how big that is then. Okay.
Yeah. And it's very open. But so when they only have 3 stages, just imagine all the room you have.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really cool. It's they've moved the second and third stage next to each other as opposed to at opposite ends. And that was a little nice for walking, but for viewing, maybe not the best.
Right.
I also thought it was kind of neat that the third stage was just marginally smaller than this third stage to make it clear there is a hierarchy to the stages. It's like they couldn't be the same size. I mean, it would have taken literally no effort. You could have made the third stage as small, the second stage as small as the third stage, and it wouldn't have affected anything.
Did it actually list the measurements in the front of the stage?
Yeah, they probably should have.
So let's just get into some music, though, and that is that a lot of it came. I think maybe I think you would agree that part of the reason that the fest turned out so well for you is the fact that a lot of the smaller bands delivered. Yes?
Definitely. A couple that I was more than prepared to be as blown away as I was, and a couple that kind of surprised me. But
what do you want to kick it off with? You pick. I mean, why don't we get some of the guys?
I'll tell you what.
The
How
new
about
breed?
I pick the band and you pick the song?
Yeah, that's cool.
The one band that I knew I had to see because I saw them open for Red Sun Rising in February was Bad Flower. My God, if you haven't checked these guys out, I mean, the lead singer looks like Justin Bieber. What more do you want?
All right.
No, they're great. I got a chance to talk to them. That'll be on Decibel Geek here sooner or later. But what song? Do you have anything by them, or have you checked them out? I think you said you.
I do. Yeah, like I mentioned that they'd opened for Red Sun Rising. I mean, you had mentioned that, and I checked them out, and there was a song called "Let the Music Play" that I liked, and Heroin, and a couple other ones. But the one that you mentioned in your review that I had never heard, because it's actually not on that EP. I guess it was like a single a year. Yeah,
it was like I think their first release. I think.
Yeah, and it's a song that definitely was what you needed at the end of the first day, and that is "Soap."
Sometimes I cannot be respectable. Sometimes I cannot be respectable. It's hard when you're looking so delectable. Sometimes I cannot be respectable. Sometimes I cannot be respectable. Sometimes I cannot be